Good day, farmers. I hope you are doing well, and I hope everything there on your farms is doing fine. So our discussion is on farm business strategy. We know you want to run successful farm businesses, and we provide you with the information that will help you to make very good decisions in terms of ensuring that you are running a very profitable business. So we are going to discuss 5 farm business strategies. So the first one is growth strategy, a strategy that will help you to expand the size of your farm business operation. We will also discuss how to make your farm business stable, that is maintaining the size of your farm business. We will discuss how to restructure your farm so that you can refocus and improve your farm business performance. The fourth strategy that we are going to discuss is succession, how you can transfer your farm business to the younger generation. And lastly, we will talk about exit strategies. So let's go straight into growth strategies. We know you want to grow your business, but how can you do it? The first thing is capacity expansion. So by capacity expansion, we are talking about increasing more acres of crops, increasing the head of your livestock, the number of chickens that you are producing, the number of animals that you are fattening. So in essence, we are talking about increasing the same enterprises that you are pursuing. So if you are into cabbages, you are increasing the plant population, you are increasing the land size, or you are increasing the same for maize production. So this is a capacity expansion. So it may also be designed to take advantage of the economies of size. And capacity expansion also ensures that you will achieve efficiency because your management is focused on the existing enterprises. The second thing, or the second way to grow your business, is replication. So this is where you replicate your farm business operation, but on a different location. So if you're doing 100 chickens in Murewa or in Mutoko, you can then say, I want to do another 100, but in Chinoi or in Bindura. Then another way is to intensify or modernize. So this is where your real assets of your business are not expanded, but you are modernizing so that you increase more production. And this you can achieve through a fixed asset base. And it's also possible in both crops and livestock operation, but it's more common in livestock production businesses. The fourth way of growing your business is diversification. So instead of expanding your existing enterprises, if you are doing chickens, you would say, I want to do 100 from 50 that you are doing. So by diversification, what you are doing is now you are expanding. If you are doing broilers, you're saying, no, I want to add your egg production or your layers. You want to add rabbits, you want to add, so you are diversifying. And this also ensures that you increase your income, but may also be defined or may also be designed to make use of the economies of scope and other synergies between the enterprises to achieve a low-cost status. There is a disadvantage, though, that comes with the diversification, that is reduced efficiency, because, look, your management is then spread over a number of enterprises. Then you have specialization. So the strategy of specialization or maintaining a focus involves reducing the number of enterprises in your business. So you're expanding a few enterprises, that is through a horizontal strategy like capacity expansion, or vertical strategy like integration. So one or just a couple of enterprises receive all the management attention. So it's a complete opposite of diversification. The third way is integration. So it is a vertical strategy because it may involve moving forward to the processing of products or commodities or backward integration right into the input or supply segment of your supply chain. So it also involves a group of farmers who will then come and work together to move up or down the supply chain. So it can also involve joint ventures with other existing companies in the value chain. Then the fourth one is networking. And this involves working with other players to gain advantages that may not be available to you. And it involves leveraging the activities and resources of your business operation. So it may also increase the efficiency of your business operation and can be used for either vertical or horizontal expansion. Networking can also be accomplished through information arrangements, contracts, or various types of joint ventures. The second strategy that we are talking about is how to ensure your business is stable or maintaining the size of your farm business. So the first one is no change, where you decide to say your farm business operation meets the needs of your family. So you see no need to expand. The second one is full employment, where your farm operation is expanded until all your family members are fully employed. And at that point, expansion then stops, and you then maintain that level as long as everyone is fully employed. The third one is adequate income, where you expand your operation until then it generates adequate income levels for your family, and to mean that you are now getting enough to cover for your family expenses. Then the following one, profit, is after a period of expansion, you may decide to sacrifice future growth by not reinvesting in the business, but using all business returns for consumption. Then there is a situation where the economic environment makes you decide that you want to wait and see, where you consider all the economic, the business environment to be too uncertain for expansion. So sometimes you then say it's much better to wait and see how it goes. However, if it is not done properly, you may wait for too long, and it may result in you missing opportunities for expansion. Because after a period of rapid expansion, you may decide to say, let me wait, let me pause for a period of time before continuing to expand. Restructuring strategies is the third strategy that we are discussing. And these strategies used when the farm business is not performing as it should. Performance problems will range from inadequate income levels to major threat of insolvency and bankruptcy. So refocus, you need to refocus. And this is used for the activities where you relook at the activities of your farm business, and you may then decide to change the mix of enterprises, including even primary enterprises, those that used to give you money, those that built your business. You can decide to refocus, and it is usually used for businesses that are solvent but not profitable. You may also want to consider retrenchment, but retrenchment usually involves three sequential phases of contraction, consolidation, and rebuilding, and works for farms that are neither profitable nor financially sound. Liquidation, what we are saying here is, if the business is not profitable, if it is not financially sound, and you tried the retrenchment strategy, or maybe the retrenchment strategy is deemed not to be feasible, the decision is then made to liquidate the business before you lose all your equity in the farm business. What about succession strategies? So this is about transferring the farm business, not just the assets, but the ongoing business from one generation to the next. So you may be related to the next, or you may not be related to the next person that you would want to run the business after you. So the first one there is multi-person. We're going to discuss two issues. The first one, multi-person. A younger person is then brought into the business, and the current operator and the young business, you work together in the same business. And when you retire, that young person then takes over from you and run the entire business. So the life of your business continues beyond your retirement. Arrangements can then be made regarding ownership, transfer, as well as transferring management of the business to the younger person. The second one here is spin-off, where you have a younger person who initially returns to the farm business, but after a year or so, after gaining experience, they then start their own farm business. The younger person and you, or maybe the older party, they work together and share machinery, they can share equipment as well. But each party operates his or her own business. And at the retirement of the older party, what then happens is that the younger person merges the two businesses together and operates them as one business. Lastly, is exit strategy. How do you exit the business? So these are strategies for ending the farm business. And it usually occurs at the retirement of the farm owner or operator, but the strategy may start to be implemented several years before retirement. And this is what we usually recommend. So first of all, you can try holding pattern and exit. So this is where the farming operation is not expanded or contracted for several years prior to retirement. The operation is then maintained at its current level until retirement by yourself or by the owner or operator. And upon retirement, assets are sold, often at the most common farm auctions. Then the end result is the business ending abruptly. The second strategy is using up capital assets and then exiting the business. There's no additional money that is invested in the farm business. You won't buy any farm machinery, you won't buy any equipment. All profits are then milked from the business without any reinvestment. And at retirement, any remaining value of the assets is then liquidated. The business, just like on the first one, it then ends abruptly. The third strategy is winding down business and exit. The size of the business is reduced by reducing the number and size of enterprises gradually. And for example, you may start off with the livestock enterprises that is very huge, but you then start eliminating be it your breeding stock or be it your fattening stock. Then that way you then reduce the business activity gradually over time until it ends at your retirement. Then lastly, about creating a marketable operation. So under this option, what you can do is the business is sold as a business unit to another party. And for this strategy to work, the business must be structured or organized so that the business unit is of greater value than the collective value of individual assets. So these are some of the options that you can take advantage of and adopt strategies that will help you not only to run a business, but to ensure that you are running a profitable business. So we have discussed growth strategies. We've discussed how to ensure you are running a stable business, how to restructure your business in case things are not working well. Then also, lastly, we discussed succession strategies and exit strategies for your business. So I do hope that you have benefited from this presentation. Thank you.